Welcome back to Dreamin' Dragons. Today we're walking through my #1 shortcut to guaranteeing yourself a fruit with a new variety in its first season. Jackpot! Surely you've heard or seen a variety pop up and thought, damn, I want to give that a try. Or maybe you've been given a variety and wondered whether it's good enough to deserve a spot in your garden. Well, today's tip will rapidly reduce the wait time on getting your first fruit. And because I love this trick so much, I'd love to give someone the chance of giving this a red hot crack too. Keep your eyes peeled, we have 2 chances to win later on in the video. So, tell me more about this game-changing tip. What do I need? Number 1, you need a current dragon fruit trellis or vine. If you've got one that's delivered you some fruit last season, even better. Number 2, you need an inch, or at least a node or 2 of the variety you want the fruit from. So simple. Number 3, a bit of tape. My go-to is micropore. Breathes beautifully and peels off gently like the skin on a banana. And number 4, a small clear bag as well as a brown paper bag or something similar. You've seen my video on horizontal grafting. If not, it's linked in the description below. Today we're completing a modified horizontal graft. Before we get waist deep in this game changer, why I love this graft is that you only need an inch, but if you have a whole cutting, even better. You can chop an inch off the graft and grow the rest out in the conventional fashion. So essentially, when you try your fruit, if it ends up being a winner, you have a plant up and over the trellis ready to rip and tear and deliver you more for the next season. And if it's a dud, you can repeat this process on the back of the plant you've grown out and no longer want. And you can repeat this process season after season, around and around, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So, what are we doing? Sharp knife, clean, straight cut through your new cutting. Pick a thick, juicy, established branch. Repeat the above, clean, straight cut through the flesh. I've found this works much better if this is done at the bottom of a branch hanging down. If you chop at trellis height, you're more likely to get branch development. Nifty, but not what we're after here. Whack your 2 surfaces together, bust out your micropore tape, and firmly but tenderly tape them together, making sure you haven't left any gaps. Once it's strapped and secured, secure a small, clear plastic bag, usually a snap lock bag at my end, to aid in minimizing the risk of the grafted piece drying out. Because this pup's grafted outside in the sunlight, I also whack a bit of sun protection on too, such as a brown paper bag or this nifty juice carton, another handy trick to minimize that dehydration risk. Because of the droop, best not to give this a go if you're expecting rain. Your branch will turn into a water slide right into your graft. After about a week or so, take your bag off and you should start to see that the first step towards a sneaky first year fruit has been taken. You can knock off all the nodes from the branch if you like, focus all that energy through the grafted piece, but skipping forward down the track, I didn't with this one, and as you can see, dozens of buds on the branch and grafted piece. Oh baby. And time for our giveaway. Up for grabs we have 2 prizes. First up we have a rainbow dragon cutting and an inch or 2 of black dragon. And secondly we have a thick king cutting and an inch or 2 of chimera. All you have to do to get your finger in the pie is to comment below why you want to give this a go. Comment most enjoyable to read wins. Back to business. Skipping forward I decided to knock the buds off, leaving just the 1. Quality over quantity was what I was going for. Plus, my cutting had absolutely roared up the trellis, so knew there would be more crackers next year too if I found this variety was worth keeping. Insert snippet of pretty flower blooming in awkward position. Unfortunately, we don't have the prettiest of pictures to finish up with. Some scorching hot days as well as some bug attacks, but as you can see, we got our first year fruit as promised. Decent fruit. We'll keep it in the collection. Oh, yes. And finally, if you found this one interesting, take a squeeze through this one here too. Should hit the spot just like a dragon fruit on a warm summer's day. Oh, baby.